Good evening, all. Ira Epstein with your metal market wrap-up, and this wrap-up is for the evening of Thursday, the 25th of July, 2024, and the time 6:30 p.m. Central Time. You know, soon we're going to be in August. Can you believe it? So the summer. For me, when you're in September, you're through with summer. Wow. As you can see, up a little bit tonight, a wild day in stock indices. And, you know, one of the reasons is we got so much data today. Maybe we should go to that data and talk about it for a minute here. Today, not tomorrow. I'll get to what we're going to do tomorrow. GDP came in up 2.8%. They only expected 2.1. And when I say only, that was still from the 1.4 it had in the first quarter, quite a nice gain, and it doubled that. Then when you look at the chain-weighted index, that came in at 2.3, under what the market thought. The price index came in at 2.6, underneath. This was a friendly report. Your prices, your core prices were falling, yet the economy's strong. You can't take that away. Where the weakness came in the market, part of it at least, was from the durable goods, which were down 6.6%. People aren't buying the big ticket items. Now, when you strip out transportation, it went up a little bit, but when you put back in defense or take it out here, ex-defense, it was down 0.7. So got problems there. The economy weakening there. Jobless claims surprised the market. They came in 10,000 down, and then we were down 9,000 on continuing. But remember, Hurricane Beryl was part of that prior one. I know all too well because we got the remnants here in Chicago. So you got to get one more week, and then we'll see what happens. Now, in the morning, the big report is going to be the personal income spending and PCE price index data. In my review tonight, I do a whole write-up on it. I'm not going to do it here. That's what my subscribers pay me to do. And I give them all the numbers and what to look for and how to react to the market. At the University of Michigan, the second part will be the final, and that's why I have it underlined, July Consumer Sentiment Index. They're looking for it unchanged from where it was. So we came in today, the stock market was down, gold was up at first, and then gold came crashing down, $50 down. So I don't want you to think it was a little bit. We'll look at the chart there. Silver down. Copper, well, you know, I thought the 412 area would hold the market. It got down well under that into the 406, 407. But notice where it's come back to fight a battle. In the foreign currency markets, they're not going anywhere with the exception of the Japanese yen. Next week, we get their plan on what they're going to do with their bond purchasing program and how they're going to raise interest rates here. As for the notes and the bonds, well, they keep looking at a market that is going into tomorrow. At first today, we saw a much bigger rally as the stock market was down and traders went to safe havens. Then it sold off and came back. So let's take a look at what happened today. First off, for the gold, we are down at this point in the week 1.59%. That's a pretty good decline. The support, as I see it, is likely to come in at the 18-week moving average of closes, and currently it's 23.48, let's call it. When you look at the daily chart, remember I said we were down a lot? Let me just show you. $62 down. That's not a little bit. That's 2.57%. So we've really fallen down in this market, and why will be the big question, all right? I don't see inflation going away. I'm not arguing with the market, but I don't see it going away under Harris or a Trump win. Both don't know how to cut at all. All they know, both of them, is how to spend, spend, spend. They come up with all their whatever they're going to do, and we will see about it, all right? Do I know enough about Harris to know that that is her program? In all fairness, before you write me, I don't. I mean, she's been a hidden VP for 3.5 years. Do I really know what she stands for? I don't. We'll find out, but I can't imagine she's very different than Biden on many things. In the August gold here, lower highs, lower lows. We look at the market, it fought a battle, it's caved in. So what we were talking about, and we've done it all week long, is if this area didn't hold, you might make a run to either the 100-day average, well, you're not too far away, or the lower Bollinger Band. And because the 100-day average is above it, that's your first stopping spot. We'll see if tomorrow's PCE does anything. Are we oversold? Absolutely. Just take a look at that. In the gold silver, We have a market that took off to the upside, up to 84.46. Wow, what a move in this marketplace. It has completely been gold against the silver market, as you can see. And in the silver, you broke down today, and just give you an idea how much of a break, because it was huge. Down 4.57%. So it's a cave-in in prices. And these cave-ins, I think the market realizing that China's cutting interest rates because the economy there is in serious trouble. You're not getting people that want to buy real estate. The consumer's holding on to their money. The economy is contracting. I think 5% growth, they'll make it because they can fudge their numbers. Is it real? I seriously doubt it. I think there's too much of a slowdown. Could they change things by doing something dramatic? Well, sure they could. It's only July. You could get the economy going, but they got to cut rates a lot more, and they've got to come up with some programs that make sense. If you read their third plenum, it doesn't have all the details you'd want, but it's more of the same, and that's not what the market wanted to see. So as you look at this, you can see how this market's come down. It's hugging the lower Bollinger Band, and again, tomorrow's action will be very much based on PCE. In the copper market, you're trying to hold the 200-day average and the Bollinger Band, but you're embedding this chart is ugly. I'm not looking for bottoms. When it happens, but everything here is just not friendly. When we look at the platinum, same thing. You latched onto the lower band, and the market is trending lower, and it's forcing an embedded reading. So for me, the reaction and a reactionary low forms in both the copper and the platinum. When the red line, the Bollinger, the slow stochastic, the K line flips back over 21 on a close. Got to do that. Last, in the dollar index, we made a run towards the 200-day average. If you rally because of PCE in the morning, this should be the first resistance zone. A move back over it is bullish the dollar. Any move that continues down, the next support zone's the 200-day average, and then the lower Bollinger Band. Trying to guess how the markets will react to it, too difficult to do, in my opinion. Now, another thing that that I talked about is I use the what we call, right here, I'll bring it up for you. Here we go. The pivot points. And if you have pivot points in your charting software if you're using good charting software. If you're getting free stuff, it might not be in there at all. But most of us that are using better charting software, and yes, I will say most of the stuff you pay for that isn't free is better. I will stand by that. What happens is you get these studies, and you got to learn how to use them, all right? Because what you're looking for is a center line, and above it resistance, and below it support. And there's a formula that's already in your charting software. If you bring it on your chart, you'll see it. The question is, do you know how to use it? I created a 3-part series that teaches you how to look for the resistance points, the support points, what they mean, how to tie them together with momentum, and I give it for free. It teaches you how I teach, and then you can go on to my enhanced Bollinger Band course, my outside days, and the full charting course if you like. So how do you get this? As I said, it's free. You go to iraepstein.com under free offers, or just move your cursor to the top here, and away you go. With that, I'm Ira Epstein. You have a great charting. Did you hear what I said? A great charting day. You take care.